Okay, short clip that was posted to Twitter. This clip is of the Premier of New Brunswick talking about the fire situation in the province.
Me going for a walk in the woods is going to cause a fire. I can understand why people think that that's ridiculous, but the reality is it's not.
Some people, by the way, I'll show it on screen, thought that one careless step could cause a fire. I saw some posts like that.
That you might cause a fire. It's that if you're out there walking in the woods and you break your leg, we're not going to come and get you because we have emergency responders that are out focused on.
This could be the attitude of a insanely poor country. The summer is not a surprise. Neither is the fact that there are woods. This should be planned for. This is a pathetic reason to tell people to put their lives on hold and not go for a walk in the woods because other first responders are dealing with this other thing.
A fire that is threatening the lives of New Brunswickers.
If your leg breaks in the middle of the woods, by the way, is that not threatening your life in the moment? You're just going to be like, no, we got to tend to this fire over here that may or may not be burning.
And if you take your boat out fishing in a pond in Crown Land and you capsize, we're not going to be able to come and help you out because our first responder.
Again, this shouldn't be what is happening in a developed, supposedly, country like this. This shouldn't be the trade-off. Well, it's dry this year, so you can't do anything. That's crazy. Again, summer is not a surprise. The woods are not a surprise. This is not the first year that this has happened. This is just like a pathetic... It's such a... This can never be the answer to just tell people to put their lives on hold.
Are focused on an immediate and serious threat to our province. And so
again, is capsizing in the water in a pond or a lake or breaking your leg in the woods, is that not an immediate and serious threat? Whatever she exactly said. Immediate. Yeah. Like, oh no, we got to tend to, it's just, this is so ridiculous.
Province. And so it's the possibility of diverting emergency resources away from where they are really needed.
Canada has just grown to accept this. I saw people defending this online. Canada has just grown to be okay with this. Oh, the reason you can't get a doctor's appointment in the next 6 months is because we're attending to people with more emergencies. Okay, that's okay. I'll just get my shoulder surgery in 7 years from now or whatever it ends up being. I'll wait so long, months to get just an MRI, when other countries like USA, you can get it like that day probably, or at least like in a few days. Canadians have just grown accustomed to this, like, I would say death by 1,000 cuts of just accepting all this mediocrity, all this incompetence, and they're just, so many Canadians would be so depressed, for sure. But with all this stuff, like, you can't afford a home, just wait a little longer. You can't go for a hike, just wait a little longer. You can't see your friends during COVID, just wait a little longer. Where is this all going to end? Just do nothing. Just live in your house, watch Netflix. This is all so crazy. But anyway, thank you for watching. Have a great day. Like and subscribe. See you in the next video.